but I never had the balls to actually do so. She still hasn't paid me, and I got fed up and told her I won't do any more work for her until I am paid. Hello. How are all you gorgeous babes out there doing? Okay, I am over here burning up because of how on fire you guys are today, okay? Whew. No, seriously though, I hope you all are having an amazing day. Anyways, so welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Kayla Furman. And I am just gonna go ahead and put all of my socials right down there. Just really quick sprinkle them there for you guys. So if you would like, you can go follow me on any of my other platforms. That would be greatly appreciated. And for those of you that are hopping on, I am gonna go ahead and point out the oh so obvious before any of you decide to make any obvious comments. Yes, I am toothless, okay? I am almost 33 years old, and yes, I have no teeth. And once again, before you make any really ugly remarks, which is really, quite frankly, getting annoying.
Stop, you're being annoying.
Not necessarily that it hurts my feelings, it's just that it's getting annoying, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly clarify real quick, and I am going to be calling you all out and showing these comments. I also want to pop in here real quick just because I know some of the comments were like, you know, meth chronicles and whatever the case may be. I have never touched meth a day in my life. Just because you see me with no teeth does not automatically mean that I am a meth head. Once again, you all are assuming because I have no teeth. So of course it is getting quite annoying. So really quickly, yes, I have no teeth. Good observation.
Thank you, Catherine Obvious.
If you happen to actually know me and understand, maybe you probably wouldn't make such ugly remarks. But to make these nasty remarks to people that you have no idea who they are just shows what type of person you truly are. Yes, I'm almost 33 years old. Yes, I have no teeth. But to assume things without even getting to know me is just honestly ridiculous.
Stop being weird and childish, guys.
It's really none of your business, but I'm going to quickly explain why I have no teeth. When I was pregnant with my kids, I had calcium deficiency. My teeth rotted away, unfortunately, because of it. I tried everything I could. I made so many dentist appointments. We tried medicine. We tried like this certain type of paste kind of thing. We even tried partial dentures, anything, but nothing was quite working for me. So we decided to just make the decision to get rid of all my teeth, because honestly, I think I only had like a total of 16 or 17 teeth left, really. And they were just, because of the calcium deficiency, they were rotting away. So we went ahead, pulled my teeth out. Granted, I made the mistake before the prior surgery of getting my teeth pulled. I went to a dentist that I absolutely regret going to, because the dentist did not make time to see me at all.
And I also don't ever want to see you again, so.
When it came to my fitting and my sizings and all that for my dentures, he had a nurse who was new at that do my sizing and dentures. So you can imagine that they got done wrong. Nothing against the nurse. Again, I know she was new, you know, but the dentist should have definitely been in the room, at least teaching her how or something, you know.
I'm busy!
Anyways, so up to the point of my surgery, getting all of my teeth ripped out at once. The dentist immediately, once my dentures came in and stuff, you know, I came in, got my teeth ripped out, and as soon as all of them were out, the dentist quickly shoved the dentures into my mouth. Didn't even let my gums heal. They literally ripped teeth out, shoved dentures in, and I walked out of the building. Anyways, 24 hours after the procedure had been done, I couldn't handle it anymore. I was literally crying my eyes out in so much pain. So yes, I took the dentures out. Over the next year or so, I cannot count how many times I went to go see the dentist to get, you know, shaving done on my dentures, soft like lining on the inside to help them fit, anything. But the dentures were still way, and I mean way too huge for my mouth, to the point where I can't even get my lips to touch each other. I can't drink, I can't eat, I can't talk, nothing with them in my mouth, with them glued to my mouth, anything.
I'm just gonna go and have a drink, Lila.
So finally, the dentist just decided to blame it on me and say it was my fault because I took my dentures out too early. When getting a second and third opinion, I was not in the wrong. But because of my insurance, I have to wait 6 years before I can get a replacement. So 1 more year left. I've gone 5 years now without my teeth. Had I known this, I would have not gone through with it. I regret it. I have gone 5 years with no teeth. I have gone 5 years with people constantly bullying me for not having teeth. But anyways, yeah, so I only have 1 year left and I will finally get a new set of teeth. I do regret going to that dentist to have it done. I wish I would have done more research. I wish that, I would have went to another dentist, anything like that, because the bullying for me not having teeth is relentless and honestly ridiculous. On top of not just the comments on my videos, but the messages I get constantly. It's really annoying and it really shows there are quite a lot, and I mean a lot, of ugly people out there for bullying somebody, for one, who they don't know, on their appearance. So anyways, I wanted to get that out of the way before I start seeing more comments on my video about me not having teeth. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Obviously, there's something about yourself that you do not like for you to pick something about me that you don't like and make fun of me for it. Get over it. Anyways, past that negativity, we're gonna brush that negativity off. I thought I'd go ahead and explain that, even though I technically do not have to explain myself to any of you.
I'm tired of you asking me all these questions.
I wanted to at least get that out of the way. If you don't like the fact that I don't have teeth or anything like that, you can either keep scrolling, block me, whatever. Anyways, let's brush this negativity off. And we're going on to the actual topic of the video. Okay, we are going to be doing some Reddit stories of Am I the A-hole? I've been seeing them go around a lot, and honestly, I have been really enjoying them. So I figured I would scroll on Reddit and see what pops up on my feed and read off a couple stories, and we'll go from there. I figure we'll maybe do like 2, maybe 3, just depending on how long the video goes on for. So anyways, let's get into it. All right, first story. Am I the a-hole for refusing to help my aunt? I, 17 male, was offered a job by my aunt to house sit for a week while she and her husband took her kids on vacation. I did all that was asked. I took care of the dogs, cats, the fish, and even the tarantula my uncle has, even when I'm terrified of spiders. Oh my gosh, and that's a lot of pets. This was about 2 weeks ago, and I was supposed to be paid by Monday. After a couple days, I asked when I would be paid, and she told me she was waiting until she got paid first. Okay, understandable. Fast forward a few more days, and I told her I need the money to get my girlfriend a gift for our anniversary. Aw. Eventually, I got mad, told her I charge interest. $10 more for every day she didn't pay me. But I never had the balls to actually do so. She still hasn't paid me, and I got fed up and told her I won't do any more work for her until I am paid. Around Wednesday night, she wanted me to babysit her kids, and I told her no. Good for you. Now her and her husband are both mad at me, saying I'm being immature and inconsiderate. My defense was that I couldn't do any more jobs while not knowing if I was going to get paid. Now her and her husband both keep blowing up my phone, telling me I am being immature and I'm in the wrong for this. Am I the a-hole? For one, good for you for standing up for yourself and saying no. I don't blame you, honestly, because if she promised to pay you for doing the house sit and still never paid you, so then yeah, you're not gonna want to go help her out or do any more jobs for her for free.
So where's the motivation?
I don't see her and her uncle going to their job and doing work for their employers for free for absolutely nothing. So why would they, even though you're family, why would they expect that to be okay? That's not okay. But let's go ahead and see what a couple comments say. Not the a-hole, but it may be time to get your parents involved since the aunt and uncle are now harassing you. That's true, they are harassing you. Any future work you decide to do for them must be prepaid before work starts, or just do zero work for them again because of this one situation. That is true. So, and if they are blowing your phone up like they say you are doing, and you are technically a minor at that too. Now granted, I don't see your whole daily interest thing with the whole $10 a day working out for you. I don't know if you actually did do that or not, but I don't see that holding up for you. But if they are blowing blowing your phone up like you say they are, then they are definitely harassing you. And with you being a minor, I would definitely get your parents involved. I don't know how your parents would feel about this situation, whether they would take your side or your aunt and uncle's side.
I'm a lone wolf.
All right, let's see. Not the a-hole. Ask her whether she and her husband will work for the employees for free. Right? See, yes. So I don't see them wanting to work for their employer for free. So why would they think that it's okay for you to work for them for free? Whether you are family or not, that's still not okay. So you telling them no is you setting a very strong, firm boundary.
No, God!
Not the a-hole. You're not being immature and inconsiderate. You're setting boundaries. Exactly. Why should you work for someone who hasn't paid you for the last lot of work you did? They are the a-holes here for trying to take advantage of you and guilt you to get what they want. That is absolutely true. It's decided. You are not the a-hole, my dear, but your aunt and uncle is. On to a next story. Am I the a-hole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage? Ooh. I, female 30, don't have the best relationship with my husband's mom. Since day one, she tried to make remarks and compare me to her. She then tried to get on my good side and started overly praising everything I do, and sometimes even copying me. Like that one time she literally dyed her hair purple just like mine, and when everyone pointed out how ridiculous she looked, she actually blamed me and accused me of trying to make a joke out of her. Sounds like your mother-in-law is crazy. Honestly, that is ridiculous.
Not even kidding you. She's crazy.
Sounds like she's a little bit of a narcissist there, to be honest. So anyways, my husband and I took 2 weeks off work to go visit some places out of the country. Tourism, in other words. Thing is, I was the one who saved up for and arranged for the trip. My husband was responsible for booking tickets. My husband's mom wanted to come along and threw temper tantrums when I said no. Sounds like she's not used to hearing the word no. She called, texted, sent people to talk to me into letting her come, even threatened to call the police and make some complaint up to get us to stay if she can't come. Are you serious? What the? Oh my gosh. My husband said we should just take her, but I told him he was in the wrong to tell her about the trip in the first place. He gave me an ultimatum, said he wouldn't go if she can't come. Are you serious right now? No. And I told him I'd gladly call his bluff, which made him take his words back and say, fine, I will tell her to stop because we won't take her. Yes, girl. Okay, but honestly though, that is ridiculous at the fact that your husband is not even taking your side. That's not okay. That's not okay that he lets his mother treat you like that, talk to you like that, or, you know what I mean? Like, that is not okay. It sounds like your husband is a huge mama's boy.
You crying, boy? Maybe we'll go back down to McDonald's and get you a lamb burger and some french fries.
There's nothing wrong with being a little bit of a mama's boy. I get it. Things got quieter, suspiciously quieter. The day of the trip came and we got to the airport at 2 p.m. My husband was walking ahead of me and was looking left and right like he was looking for someone. I bet I know where this is going. I asked him, but he didn't respond. He led me to the waiting area and first thing I saw was his mom standing there with her luggage. I could have guessed that. I froze in my spot. I felt a cold wave washing over me and I was fuming inside. She and my husband were hugging. That's when I quietly turned around and started walking towards the exit. I do not blame you. My husband followed me while shouting at me to stop. He tried to stop me, but I told him off the harshest way possible. He tried to say I was overreacting and that his mom was there anyways and I should let it go and not mess the trip up for us. I told him he and his mom could still go and that I was going home. I went home and sobbed into my dog's fur for several minutes. Turned out he booked her a ticket without me knowing. An hour later, he came home yelling and raging about how pathetic and spiteful I was to walk out and go home and ruin the trip last minute. Are you serious? It sounds like he's learned a lot from his mom. That is gaslighting 101. I told him he caused this to happen. He said that I was being so hard on his mom, it's ridiculous. I refused to fight anymore, but he kept berating me, then called my family to tell them that the trip was canceled and that it was because of me. My family said that I shouldn't have ruined it for myself and should have sucked it up and done my best to enjoy. Did I really overreact? No, absolutely not. Why would you want, for one, not only was it possibly a couple's trip, I don't know, it didn't really say in the post itself, but But not only that maybe it was just a couple's trip for you and your husband only, you know, to have some that one-on-one quality time. But also, why would your husband think it's okay to go on vacation with a woman that constantly puts you down, constantly belittles you, treats you like that? You know what I mean? Like, why would he think that it would be okay to bring somebody along on a vacation like that? Like, if it was the other way around, he wouldn't want that. If your mom was treating him like that, he would expect you to constantly stand up for him. He would expect you to leave her home while you guys went on that trip. But all of a sudden, when it's his mom, it's okay. That's not okay. That man does not respect you, sweetie. He does not. I'm sorry, but you should never, ever come second in your spouse's life.
Is there no way we can get rid of him?
Anyways, let's go to the comments and see what they have to say. You're not the a-hole, but your family is right. You should have went. You paid for everything. Your name is on everything. You could have easily went and enjoyed your 2-week vacation yourself while not letting them into your hotel rooms and not your accommodations. Very good point. I never really thought about that. That is a really good point. Honestly, I mean, you're the one that paid for everything. All he did was book the tickets. You should have definitely went, canceled their tickets or whatever right then and there, and just went on vacation by yourself and enjoyed it. Why waste the money? Absolutely. Not the a-hole. He gave you an ultimatum. No loving partner would ever put you in that position. He's a mommy's boy and she's manipulative and toxic. Yes, absolutely. You have every right to enjoy a holiday with your husband without them behaving like children. You did the right thing. The next thing to do is leave. He doesn't respect you. Yes, absolutely. Somebody that loves you never give you an ultimatum like that.
No one tells me what to do.
Absolutely not. I don't want to call the divorce card, but divorce. You told your boundaries, you said no, she crossed it. Your husband told you he would tell her no, he lied. He tried to pin you in a corner by not saying anything and bringing her anyways, and got upset with you when you refused to be a part of his little trap. And then to berate you, he's not a good man, he needs to go, not the a-hole. Absolutely, that is ridiculous. He not only gave you an ultimatum, but he also lied to your face after you told him multiple times no. You set that boundary, you told him no. He told you that he would tell her no, but then lied to your face, tried to trap you.
So it's a trap.
You know, and then wanted to flip it around on you and make it seem like you are the bad guy in this situation when you're not, hun. You're really not. That's not a good man. He does not respect you. He does not love you. If I were you, I would leave as fast as you can.
Run, bitch! Run!
It's been decided. You are not the a-hole, my dear, but your husband and your mother-in-law are. I think we got time to do one more. Am I the a-hole for tricking my parents into being on time for my wedding? I feel like I'm going to be able to relate to this because my mom is late to everything. My male 33 parents are late for everything. Like everything. Both of my sisters and myself have been disappointed so many times. Graduation ceremonies, birthday parties, even my father's retirement dinner. It is completely my mother's fault. She is a wonderful mother and I love her dearly. She just does not understand the concept of punctuality. I can relate. My mom is always at least 30 minutes to an hour late to everything. I love her to death, but that woman does not understand the concept of time. I had seen her talking to her sister on the phone and reminded her she needed to be at my baby sister's dance recital. She waved me off and arrived after my sister had danced. We are all used to it. My dad is just done trying to get her to be on time for anything. My now wife, female 28, told me in no certain terms that if my mother was late for our wedding, she would do terrible things to me. She was only half joking, but she was a witness to my mom and dad arriving halfway through my cousin's quinceañera. So here's what I did. It is completely on me. My wife was not involved. If there is a dick move, it was completely mine.
And I love a motherfucker that can take accountability.
When we were getting samples for the wedding, I talked to the printer and had one special invitation printed with a time on it stated being 1 hour earlier than the actual start time for the ceremony. Smart. That's what I need to start doing with my mom, honestly. I need to start telling her like a half hour, 45 minutes before everything. My mother was beside herself apparently when they left the house and thought they were going to miss the wedding since she was a part of it with her and my mother-in-law lighting the candles we would use to light the unity candle and stuff. When she arrived and noticed other people were also just arriving and parking, she was so relieved that we were starting late that she just went with it. The ceremony went off beautifully, and so did the wedding pictures and the reception. Problem came last Sunday. My parents came over for a big family dinner, and we didn't bother starting the grill until they showed up. She asked why everyone wasn't eating, and we just said we knew we would be waiting for them since they are always late. She said that she was not always late and had been on time for my wedding. She hadn't been. They arrived 45 minutes after the time on their invitations.
I'm late for a very important date.
I can relate. My idiot cousin John, real name because it's common and he deserves people to know he is a dolt, snorted at her statement. A few other people giggled or smiled at this, and she picked up and asked what was so funny. I came clean and told her about the special invitation. She is pissed at me for not trusting her and making her look foolish in front of everyone. If my cousin had just controlled himself, she never would have known. Am I the a-hole? Oh, there's an edit. Part of the reason she is mad is because she had her invitation framed. To be honest, I was already planning a heist with my sisters to replace it with the real one in case she ever noticed the discrepancy between hers and the one we have framed in our home. Honestly, I can relate to this so much because like I said, my mom is always 30 minutes to an hour late to everything. Literally, my kids' birthdays were not that long ago, back in April and May. The parties were at 4 p.m. because they're in school and everything like that, and we actually didn't get started. Like, I actually did not get to singing happy birthday, cutting the cake, all of that until about a half hour, almost 45 minutes after the party started. So it was like almost 5 p.m. by the time we actually were able to start the parties. Love her dearly. Oh, she's an amazing grandmother to my kids. I love her dearly, but that woman does not understand punctuality, time, nothing. Like, time management, absolutely nothing. I personally think it's sweet that you went out of your way to make a special invitation for her, so that way you made sure that she would show up on time to your wedding. Because even the wrong time that you gave her, she still wound up being 45 minutes late to that time. So even if you would have gave her the right time, she would have been late regardless. So I think it's quite sweet of you to actually go out of your way and pay. I'm assuming you have to pay extra money for that special invitation. So, but let's go to the comments and see what everybody else has to say. Not the a-hole. How can she complain? If you had sent her an invite with the real time, then she would have been 45 minutes late. She should appreciate the fact that you wanted her to be there enough that you took the time to make her a special invite to assure she arrived on time. Absolutely. I completely agree. Not the a-hole. She is embarrassed because she has a problem showing up on time and you proved it. Interesting take. But it's probably true though.
Would you please stop, because you are embarrassing me.
Anyways, that's gonna be it for now. Let me know below in the comments if you guys do like me reading these stories or anything like that. If you guys actually like the whole am I the a-hole thing. If you guys do like them, we might possibly do another one. But yeah, so comment below, let me know what you guys think. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I love you guys so much. I know it's been a really long time since I posted a YouTube video. We're definitely gonna try to start posting more often. Honestly, I'm gonna try to shoot for once a week, but at least no later than like once every other week or something like that. It really just depends on my schedule. So I'm definitely gonna be trying to posting more from now on for you guys, so that way we get to hang out a little bit more. Anyways, but thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Also, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe. That way you guys don't miss out on anything else. I do post shorts almost every day, so you guys can enjoy those as well. Anyways, I love you all so much. Mwah! And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!